Hello, life changers. Today, I'd love to talk about the concept of mindfulness. Mindfulness is a practice where you do things with great focus and fully immersed in the thing you're doing. This is a practice that helps psychologically in your life. If you have a problem with you react to things very easily, you get carried with emotions and it's very hard for you to stay present and observing yourself, then mindfulness practice will help you to add this extra tiny space for you to react differently in situations. First, mindfulness practice, it's going to be meditation, is the most beneficial to sit with yourself, to think about what you're thinking, how you're reacting, everything that's going on with your emotions and with your mind. What I encourage you to do is just to sit for 14 minutes, as I talked in the previous video, and observe your breath and your thoughts. The main focus point would be your breath because that's anchoring in your body. But you're also gonna see the thought chain in your mind and not necessarily focusing on them, but just observing them and letting them go. The second idea for mindfulness is to focus on mindful eating. We eat every day. When you eat mindfully, that means you engage yourself in this process. You are there. You're sitting and savoring the food. You can smell it. You can taste it, you can see it, you can touch it, feel the texture in your mouth. I don't know if you can hear the food, but it's almost like engaging all of your senses. What we do in our home with my boyfriend is that we bowl before every meal. And this is a very simple bowl that takes us usually a couple of seconds because we put our intention there, gratefulness for this food. This is the moment that we slow down. And this is a funny story because the first day we met and we went to a cafe or restaurant and I saw him bowling. And I was like, I've never seen a person bowl before the meal, but this is very typical for my family. I come from Buddhist background. From my childhood, before a meal, we all started at the same time and we all bowled before the meal. And this was the first time I saw somebody else doing it just randomly. And then I asked him and I've never done it before. It's just something I did in this moment. And he didn't know why, but it became our thing. So since the first day we met and since we started dating, we just bowl before every meal we eat together. And I think this is such a nice story and such a lovely little gesture to be more mindful about the food and things we eat. Another thing that we can focus on would be a gratefulness list. The gratefulness is such a great tool for being thankful for the life, for the little things. There's always something to be grateful for, especially for the people that are privileged, as I would call myself. I always find it important to focus on things I'm grateful for because this makes my life way more happier. That no matter what circumstances are, there's things I can be happy for. And I encourage you to start with the gratefulness. It doesn't have to be long list. Try to do it daily, maybe in your 14-minute change. The fourth thing to be mindful about is breathing, because when you focus on your breathing, you're really focusing on your core, on your being, and the breath is something that's present with you all day, all night, and it's a great reminder to be in this moment. But it also can mean that whenever there's a challenging situation in your life, or whenever you feel the emotions arising, then you can easily focus on the breathing. The fifth and the last thing about mindfulness is introducing a mindful moment in your daily routine. We all have things that we do every day and we do them not necessarily very mindfully. Example of this might be a morning coffee that you just take and rush or you drink because you have very little time. You can focus on this moment and bring it to the mindful practice. Or you brush your teeth mindfully and you can use your non-dominant hand to make it more challenging, that you have to more focus. You can find these little moments in your daily life that will remind you of being in the present moment, but also like being okay. I want to be here and now. I don't want to be tomorrow on this meeting, or I don't want to be 5 days ago on this trip. It's just being in this particular moment of time, because the truth is like we cannot be anywhere else and we will never be anywhere else. When you think about mindfulness, it's very easy to be distracted in this world. The point is to know what's the truth, to know that there's nothing apart from this moment, and everything that you're doing, any decision, any event, anything that's happening, it's happening only once in real life, in this moment, but our mind can make it happen multiple times. And this is liberating in a way that you can really be focused on just one moment. That's gonna also help you become less attached to your mind and less attached to the outcomes and things that's happening in your life that you don't really have control over. Things that before they were bothering you, but they don't bother you anymore because you know that they don't affect you in this particular moment. I wish these works find the people that need to hear them. If you are interested in content like this, then please stay tuned, like and comment this video, and I see you in the next